Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take a look at one of the latest postponements due to the COVID-19 outbreak. And we show you how one Kentucky college is helping students get a feel for their campus without even stepping foot on it. And the House has passed a measure that will bring relief to Kentucky schools, which are currently closed.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is now 6:33 and I am Lacey Roberts. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning on this Friday. We made it through the week. Yeah, I said Friday because it's yay. This is like a good time, right? Right, Brandon? And also yay to this weather that we're having that will be short-lived, but we can maybe count on it to return later on.
Later on, exactly. I know why you're excited this morning, because it's somebody's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, Lacey.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we're glad you're here with us and hanging out. And hopefully we give you some dry weather for your birthday, but not a whole lot of it expected. Let's take a look and see what's going on this morning. And there's a lot of rain. I'm going to take you on a brief tour here and kind of show you where the heaviest pockets are. We do have some heavy pockets moving through parts of the Lake Cumberland area. Somerset's been getting some pretty good rain there for a while. Some of it's moved out of London now, but down over toward Barberville and Manchester seeing some pretty good rain. We go back to the north there. Jackson, you're getting soaked right now over towards Stanton, up toward Frenchburg and Irvin, West Liberty and Moorhead as well. Back over towards Sayersville, getting some pretty good rain. Heading toward Paintsville and over toward Prestonsburg and Inez. And in Powell County, there's actually a flood advisory until 8:15 this morning, so keep that in mind. Temperatures very, very mild, almost summer-like this morning. These are temperatures you would normally see early in a summer morning, but this morning they're here and they're going to stick around for a while. They'll rebound a little bit later on this afternoon. Headlines: cold front coming through later today. Sunshine returns for the weekend with some cooler air, but more rain is in the forecast as we head deeper into it. We'll talk about the extended forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Lacey?
Thank you, Brandon. A second death in Kentucky as Governor Beshear announces a jump in cases. There are at least 47 cases of COVID-19 here in the Commonwealth. The first case in the WYMT coverage area was announced last night, and that one is out of Pulaski County. The person is a 59-year-old woman. We also learned a second child in Jefferson County is confirmed to have COVID-19. The child is only 6 years old. However, the child appears to be doing well. The governor also urged churches not to gather in person moving forward. And with at least 47 cases, here's a look at where those patients are in Kentucky. You can see the majority of those cases are in the central part of the state. And again, our first case in southern Kentucky. We have one case in Pulaski County. A big part of choosing a college is touring the campus, but now high school seniors are trying to figure out how to make their college decision as the coronavirus is shutting down campuses. WYMT's Emily Bennett shows us how Alice Lloyd College in Knott County is still giving tours.
College visits typically start as a prospective student steps on campus. But now, Alice Lloyd College is doing things a little differently.
Are you able to see my screen?
Mary Turner is taking students on a virtual tour.
It'll be just like you are when you come to campus. I'm going to walk you through a dorm presentation, let you see a little bit of campus.
Using the Zoom application.
And that's something where we can see them, they can see us, I can show PowerPoints. So it's really virtually like they're sitting in front of me.
Even having face-to-face interviews.
Gage, what are you interested in majoring in? What do you want to pursue?
Currently, I'm planning on going as a biology major, so I can go on to be a physical therapist.
Giving seniors a sigh of relief as their senior year is being cut short.
It's just been kind of swept away from us here at the end.
Making college visits one last worry.
It's definitely been unnerving. It's been something we would never expected. But to know that people here are willing to work with you in this time of uncertainty, it's definitely been comforting.
Hoping their college decision is something they can still be excited about. In Knott County, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
That is such a good idea. And to schedule a virtual visit, you can call Alice Lloyd College at 606-368-6146. And over in Knott County, tourism is facing a tough decision due to the pandemic. The annual Knott County Trail Ride is scheduled for April 26th until May 2nd. Zach Hall with the tourism department says the ride is still on for now, but there will be a meeting Thursday to discuss it. The ride brings between 2,000 and 3,000 people every spring and fall, and they estimate in bringing up to $1 million to the local economy. And park rangers in Bell County hope closings give visitors a time to reflect. The Cumberland Gap National Historic Park announced Wednesday that the visitor center and campgrounds would be closed amid COVID-19 recommendations. While the Pinnacle Overlook and trails will still be open, rangers say they hope the change in pace will allow visitors to appreciate things that are often overlooked during their time at the park.
Again, I think it's just really reflecting on what's important in life, and that this is an opportunity for the entire world to come together.
Rangers ask that if you are planning to be in the park, that you do continue to practice social distancing if you run into anyone. And the Perry County Fiscal Court urged everyone to use social distancing in the Perry County Park. They say if there continues to be social gatherings of more than 5 people, they will lock the gates, remove basketball goals, and whatever it takes to prevent COVID-19 from spreading here in Perry County. They still urge people to use the park for a break, but to just do it responsibly. And Chyna King Buffet in Hazard is temporarily closing due to the COVID-19 outbreak. People lined up to take home fresh vegetables the business had on hand that the owners did not want to go to waste. They gave them away to anyone in the community who wanted to stop by. The restaurant will reopen when the governor lifts the mandatory ban. And to help restaurants here in Hazard and in Perry County that are choosing to stay open, the city of Hazard, with the help from the Hazard Perry County Chamber of Commerce, is offering restaurant bingo. The concept is pretty simple. All you have to do is take one of the many bingo cards that are on the City of Hazard's Facebook page and order curbside delivery or carry out, and you can win up to $40 in gift cards. Just keep the receipts, and when you think you have bingo, message the Facebook page. Hazard's downtown coordinator says the idea came from Facebook, and they are looking for other ways to help local businesses.
But we are looking for ways to offer this in other ways, and bingo may not be the right game to play for other small businesses, since so many of them are possibly going to be selling online or just closing down for a little while. So we're trying to figure out the best way to do that. But we do want to support all of the small businesses in Hazard, not just the restaurants.
Other counties have chipped in as well, and they will keep playing until all the prizes have been claimed. Some of those people impacted are daycare workers. Today is the last day that those facilities can open for the foreseeable future in Kentucky. Earlier this week, Governor Beshear ordered daycares to close by the end of business Friday. COVID-19 has spread to more than 140 countries, but wherever it goes, the youngest citizens seem not to be affected much at all. No one really knows exactly why children seem to appear less affected. One theory is that their immune system is still developing, so they are shielded from the dangerous immune response if they do get the virus. Now, another theory of why the young are so unaffected by COVID-19 is that many children seem to always have some type of sniffle, cough, or congestion.
With children, they've actually been asymptomatic. They've had no symptoms, or if they do have symptoms, it's just kind of like a runny nose, a cough, and almost like a common cold, and then it goes away in a couple of days.
Understanding why children are not affected as severely could be more than just a conversation piece. Maybe it could help create a therapy or drug to treat the response to the older population and chronically ill that they face when being infected by the virus. Either way, it's worth repeating. Remember, the spread can be slowed and the curve of the disease leveled by the practice of that social distancing. The Kentucky Senate passed a state budget last night, and the bill is directed towards teachers, withholding $1.13 billion in pension funding and dropping the $2,000 pay raise. In his coronavirus news conference yesterday, Governor Beshear accused senators of taking advantage of the crisis. Previous legislation addressing the teachers' pensions caused protests in Frankfort, but the state capitol is closed due to the coronavirus outbreak. Committees in the House and Senate will negotiate the bill before it is approved. And the House has passed a measure that will bring relief to Kentucky schools. The bill would allow the Commissioner of Education to waive required hours not met by June 12th. It will also allow virtual schooling to count towards mandated hours. Included is also 30 days of emergency leave for staff for COVID-19 concerns. Schools will also be reimbursed for any meals given out during the time that those schools are closed.
We continue to track heavy rain across the area, and it's going to move through in a big line this morning, but you can already see central Kentucky clearing out. So this will be the first wave, and we'll have more to come as we go throughout the day. But heavy rain this morning, so be extra careful if you're hitting roads here pretty soon. Temperatures very mild, 60s and 70s right now. 63 in Somerset now our cool spot. 73 in Jacksboro our warm spot. This is more like I said, been saying all morning, a summertime morning instead of a spring morning, but we'll take it. Temperatures this afternoon will fall a little bit more this morning and then rebound back into the low 70s this afternoon, but not a whole lot of movement today. But this is our last 70-degree day for a couple of days before we start to rebound late next week. Lacey?
That's right, Brandon. So get out there and enjoy it while you can. And thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. Here's a look at what's ahead. Coming up, we share the story of a transplant recipient who talks about her concerns during this outbreak and why she is self-isolating.